Hello everyone. The Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, has recently proposed the importance of holding a constitutional referendum alongside the general elections scheduled in 2027.
As the first election where we can have some critical constitutional issues that have never been resolved, we can have a referendum going side by side.
Side by side?
Yes.
Is it manageable?
Oh yes, why not? If you can vote for 6 people on one ballot paper, I think we are now mature enough to include maybe 2 or 3 constitutional questions that can be dealt with so that as Kenyans, we move forward.
According to Mudavadi, some of the key constitutional issues that need to be resolved can be canvassed into a referendum question to be subjected on a vote by Kenyans in 2027. In his explanation, a referendum would best resolve the question of nullifying a presidential election by Kenya's Supreme Court, whereby the resolution will not only set a precedence in Africa, but a successful process will attract a global recognition from other nations.
There was the NADCO report.
It's gone silent.
It's gone silent.
Not hearing much about it.
Some of the issues that were canvassed in the NADCO report, and there's now debate about why aren't we implementing the NADCO report? Why haven't you done this in the context of... Some of those issues require a constitutional amendment. I think this is the time.
Is the time
to...
If you could highlight 1, 2 or 3.
For instance, the debate around how do you deal with the CDF.
CDF has been quite key.
It keeps going to the Supreme Court, goes to Parliament, and whatever. And the Supreme Court and the courts have been ruling that it's unconstitutional.
Wow.
Maybe this is the time to figure out how to solve it.
While speaking to Cham's media interview in Nairobi, Mudavadi insisted on putting this debate to the public for them to consider it before 2027, whereby a referendum would best resolve the issues that we do not need to have arguments constantly. Parliament may not want or manage to resolve the matters absolutely on their own. One of the issues of key concern is the implementation of the NADCO report, where, for instance, the House of Parliament was tasked to resolve the issues therein, but appears like they're no longer talking about it. According to Mudavadi, there were issues of inclusivity, or either lack of inclusivity, being raised in the NADCO report. Perhaps there was still another issue on whether we need to have a substantive Prime Minister in Cabinet.
In issues of inclusivity or lack of inclusivity, perhaps when one wanted to talk about introducing in the NADCO report the issue of a Prime Minister, this could be a time to resolve it through the ballot.
Yeah, because some of those structures come after election, and it's negotiated over the table.
So that you can solve it.
You solve it once and for all.
Once and for all.
So that it's constitutional.
So that it's properly constitutional.
There are always issues of people who are shortchanged.
Yes.
We wanted this. Okay.
Mudavadi also defended the concerns about logistical and budgetary implications of conducting a referendum alongside elections, saying that nothing much will change in terms of the cost of the election, as the 2 exercises will run simultaneously on the ballot. In his view, most of the issues that arise every time after elections and a call for review of government structures do create a lot of debate, making the country to be on an election and political mood over and over again.
The budgetary implications, maybe after, but the budgetary implications of the vote will not change.
Okay. You are taking advantage of the existing.
Yes, because it's
adding on the paper.
Yes, it's one ballot. So you're not going to create. You see that's the folly. When people start arguing that way, then they complicate things.
Mudavadi also raised questions on the issues of Constituency Development Fund and the 2/3 gender rule, thus proposing for a resolution by way of referendum in 2027. According to Mudavadi, having the general elections alongside a referendum would actually yield greater results, and save the taxpayers money that comes with the expense of constant bickering and continuous politics. Thank you and keep on subscribing.